So many of us are chasing the next milestone, the next achievement, the next payment that's bigger than the last to hit our bank account. And we're never satisfied with the goal when it comes. I say that because how many times have you reached a goal and when you actually get there, you're like, now what? What's next? We do it all the time, and that is human, right? In today's episode, I'm going to express the importance of being in the moment instead of just trying to reach the goal. You have to understand that joy is not just the destination. It's something you actually can feel within yourself throughout the journey before you reach the end goal. I'm going to split this up into lessons, into segments, so that it's a lot more easier for you to understand as we go along, and also for you to come back to the chapters down below where you can click each chapter to understand a little bit more about that if you don't understand that, and hopefully it helps you. Lesson 1. Presence reduces anxiety. If you actually allow yourself to embody the moment, then trying to reach this goal, it won't be so hard because you're just enjoying the process. I think half of the time we all get so caught up in trying to achieve this goal and we're rushing the process, and that's why we get knocked back, we fail so many times, because it's like the universe is knocking on the door like, hello, are you going to enjoy the process, or are you just going to keep rushing and then you get the goal and then you're not satisfied anyway? The best tip I can give you on just really trying to reduce this anxiety of the future is being mindful of the things you're doing, the things you're thinking about, and how you are acting towards this end goal. It's really important that you just sit with yourself and just breathe and just allow yourself to be okay. If something goes wrong, it's okay. It's okay to sit with yourself and be in the moment of something that you are doing. You don't have to think in like this negative manner, like, oh my gosh, I've got so far to go. I'm nowhere near reaching my goal at all. You have to understand that you have to just allow yourself to be in the moment and be in the presence of your journey instead of trying to rush and have anxiety because you haven't reached this end goal yet. And this is extremely important for you to understand, because when you're trying to live in the future, you are living in current anxiety and stress because you are living something that is not even happening, right? You are trying to live in an end goal when you actually just need to be present with yourself to be able to achieve the end goal. Just try and be mindful for at least 5 minutes of your day. Even if you just sit, you journal, you read, you close your eyes, you play some lo-fi, and you just really get in tune with yourself. Doing this is going to help you reduce your stress levels and achieve goals a lot quicker, because ultimately that's what we want, right? But we don't want to just get stuck in this end goal, this future self, and we forget about being present right now. Lesson 2. Flow state equals fulfillment and performance. When you allow yourself to just flow, no matter whether there's going to be ups or downs, you just really focus on being in the present moment to allow this future self to come into existence, you are going to have a better journey. The best moments in life are not when you're so focused on the end journey, the goal, the finish line. It's actually when you're immersed in what you're doing, when you're fully focused on what you're doing. For example, right? Let's just say there's someone running a marathon. Yes, obviously the end goal, let's not be silly, it's the finish line, right? But if that person that is running that marathon, they do not prep their muscles before, they do not eat right, they do not prepare themselves before and put all the work in, and then when it actually comes to the day, they're not fully in the moment and fully like, okay, let me just go with the flow, let me be in flow state with myself, and when I reach the end line, I will be grateful no matter the time. This is the best way for you to achieve your goals, by just being fulfilled in the moment. The best way I like to see flow state in my life is when I'm so focused on doing something that I completely lose track of time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's that time already. That's gone so quick. It's like, for example, when you go to like read a book or you go to clean the house, you don't really want to do it, right? You don't really want to do these things. You go to the gym, you don't really want to do it, right? Unless you're like in that mindset of like, yeah, I love this. Half of the time, especially when you're like a newbie at whatever it is, you've just started reading, you don't really feel up for it. You're like, okay, let me just do it for about 15 minutes. When you're actually immersed in something you're doing, 15 minutes will go so quick, it will feel like 15 seconds. And I'm not even joking. And that's how you know you're in flow state and you're in true tune with yourself, when you're not having to rush the process, when you're fully immersed and enjoying the process. Lesson 3, goals guide and presence fulfills. Goals, we all need them, right? Because we need to know where we're going. We need to have this end goal, this picture in our mind, even if we're visualizing, right? We want to know what we're visualizing, this future self to be, right? We want to know who we are tuning into to become that future self. But what is really important is just being in the moment. And if you haven't got it already, this whole episode is just about really tuning into yourself and being in the present moment. Goals are so useful because you need them as direction. But do not get lost in this goal that you have, because there shouldn't be no thing as timestamps, because if you have a timestamp, you could do it before, you could do it after. If you start trying to chase this time frame, trying to chase this timestamp, you are going to hurt yourself mindfully rather than just being present and just allowing yourself to enjoy the process, the ups and the downs. That's why goals are very good for guides. They're like the map to the road, right? But you need to focus on actually being safe and being fulfilled and being present with something you're actually achieving. Understand that the journey is where the growth really happens, right? Because if you just had a button where you could just press the button and be like, I'm gonna reach my end goal, I'm sorry, as easier as it would sound, you've done no work to get there. Now, if you have a failing moment, you're not gonna know how to deal with it. You're not going to have enjoyed or endured the practices along the way. You're not going to go through that feeling of presence and actually achievement at the end when you do reach the goal. You're just there. And then when you get there, what's going to happen is you're just going to be like, now what? What's next? I've done it. You're not going to be bothered. Whereas when you're fully immersed in this goal and you're just like, I'm so focused on the process of becoming the best version of myself, of building that business, of changing my body, of eating something clean every single day to make myself actually be fully clean. You know, like you have to just really just take time with yourself and allow yourself to be and to allow yourself to just enjoy the moment, because we get so lost thinking that we need to rush the process. But rushing the process, we're only just going to be like, now what? When actually when you just sit back and you allow yourself to just be happy in the moment, and there's going to be tears, there's going to be hard times, there's going to be times when you question and you wish the magic button was there. But when you reach that goal, you can look back and say, wow, I actually made it. And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to just be in tune with myself throughout the journey. Now, if you are like, okay, I understand, you've gave me the lessons, I really understand that the most important thing is to just be in tune with me and just enjoy the process, but I'm just struggling on how to actually go about it. I'm going to give you some actionable steps that you can take every single day to be able to just enjoy the moment. Step number 1 is taking mindful breaks. It sounds easier than it is, because trust me, when you have a busy day or you're just fully immersed in what you're doing, actually just taking a little bit of time to yourself, sometimes it can feel like you're actually trying too hard, but actually it's so needed. If you struggle with just tuning into yourself and actually just listening to yourself, like, okay, I think I need a break right now. Maybe you're at the gym and your body feels overworked, or maybe you are watching TV and you're starting to get burnt out because you just feel like you're just burning yourself out and slugging around doing nothing. Or you are working towards something but you're getting a little bit agitated, you're getting a little bit stressed. This is where you can set reminders 2 to 3 times a day. It could be like every 4 hours, whatever, right? And just let that reminder pop up as like, take a moment to reflect on how you feel. Do a breathing exercise just one time. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and breathe normal. Maybe do that once or twice, even 3 times. Note down on your notes, on your Notion, whatever it may be. I personally like to use Notion because it's a lot more easier and I make it more cool and fun, whereas that notes is like pretty boring. So Notion, if you're not a Notion user, use that. Put like mindful diary and just like everyday check in with yourself. How do you feel right now? What's going on around you? What are you grateful for? And the more you tune in and check in with yourself, you are going to become fully immersed in every single thing that you do on a day-to-day basis. Step 2, gratitude journaling. This is really important. If you do not journal already, or you do not write affirmations like I am beautiful, I am smart, I'm so grateful for my life, writing gratitude instead of just saying it in the morning, like I like to say in the morning, I am so grateful for being alive today and to be able to just live another moment on earth. I'm so grateful for my daughter. I'm so grateful that I'm able to make money from the comfort of my own home. Not just saying pieces of gratitude, but when you are journaling, journal everything. I am so grateful for. Write 3 things every single day that you are grateful for in that day. It could be, I am so grateful I have Wi-Fi because I'm able to work and I'm able to watch this type of content. I am so grateful that I'm able to stock my fridge with nutritional foods. It could be anything, okay? This is just going to allow you to train your brain to truly understand the things that you should be grateful for that maybe you're just missing out. And then you're going to be more immersed on your journey because you're just fully in the moment and you're just like, wow, I am so grateful. Because trust me, even if you think your life isn't great, there's always someone in a worse position than you. So it's always just great to put yourself in a place of gratitude, to fully just tune in to this higher version of yourself and to be grateful for what you have. If you have made it this far into the episode, I do just want to say well done, congrats to you, because you are already taking the actionable steps you need to take to be able to just be in the moment and to just be in the presence with self, to be the best version of yourself when you are your future self, your end goal. If you're enjoying this type of content that I'm posting, please do subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below, as I am really trying to grow this channel. If you did not know, I split my channels, my finance, business, and trading channel, and this one being my mindful channel and self-development channel, to help people like you who don't really care about the trading stuff but really care about the mindful stuff. So trying to get myself back out there, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, I know, but this really does feel like my purpose. And me saying that is because I went through deep, dark trauma, and I was able to change my life in the space of 5 years, from deep depression, from not feeling worthy, not having no confidence, to just putting on this brave face when actually I was struggling inside. Now, if you are someone that could be going through any of those things, or they just want a little bit of help in the self-development area, please do subscribe and tune back in every single week, as I will make sure every single week I come back with better content for you each and every time. Before I close out, I do just want you to understand that being in the moment doesn't mean forgetting your goals. Like, remember that goals are the roadmap, but for you to be able to follow the roadmap, you need to be in tune with yourself, and you need to be able to be fully immersed in the moment every single day. There may be hard times, there may be struggling moments, but remember that with gratitude and with grace, understanding what you're grateful for every single day, the process will become a lot easier for you. Say this affirmation with me. I choose to fully be in the moment, and I understand that my goals are in reach. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for tuning into this episode. Peace.